Hey, thanks for looking into this or assisting with this issue. So, what I'm trying to figure out is what is happening to our candidate files via the CBAT API. So, our client Sunbelt Rentals, they have an integration that is being facilitated by CloudMills, and the integration is an outbound candidate file from CBAT into Workday. Now, we've been testing this for quite some time, and we've been successful at this point finding candidate files coming into Workday. Recently, our latest round of testings over the last 2 weeks or a week and a half or so, we are noticing that if we apply to a position or multiple positions as a unique candidate, they're not being recognized by the API. There's no error messages from the integration side, and Sunbelt is not finding the candidate files coming into Workday. They're getting one file, but they're not getting the second file. So you can see here, Chuck Norris, we have two of them. Now these are unique. The auto dedupe functionality is turned on. These both have unique email addresses. You can see this Chuck Norris applied to this position, 9810, and this Chuck Norris equally applied to 9810 and subsequently applied to 9787. So we have three different application records. However, if I look in the API and I search for Chuck Norris, I'm only getting two records. I get a record for candidate ID 3 and candidate ID 2. Now, if I go back in and check this singular Chuck Norris here at the top, you can see this is candidate file number 3. If I toggle over to the secondary Chuck Norris, who's applied to two different positions, you can see this person listed as ID 2. So we have 2 and we have 6. So for some reason, the 6 is not recognized, and we have a merge action listed in the candidate log. So yes, I understand this is auto dedupe. We're duplicating the candidate or merging the candidate file because they have the same email address. However, if someone applies to two different positions, like we have here, applying to 9787 and 9810, we should have records in the API saying that this Chuck Norris applied to two different positions. But again, if I look at the API, I'm only finding ID 3 and ID 2. So I'm not getting 6. So there's no record in the API showing me that Chuck Norris applied to two different jobs. And that is where we believe we're losing these records in Workday. So to be clear, we have a record of Chuck Norris coming in to one of the requisitions. So in 0002, we see that coming in, 9787, but we don't see the file coming in for 9810 in the API. So something is amiss. I'm not sure what, because we have tested this before in the past, and we tested with the same person applying to multiple positions and they were coming through, but now we're not tracking them through the API. So I don't know if something has changed or if there's something very simple that I'm missing regarding this, but clearly there's a disconnect because we only get two applicant records in the API when clearly I applied as Chuck Norris 3 different times. Please let me know if you have any questions or if there's any other additional information you need. Again, I really greatly appreciate the assistance and the insight.